Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the opportunity for me to speak today in support of H.R. 6495, the Taxpayer Notification and Privacy Act. At its core, this is a simple due process idea. Before the IRS goes to your bank, your employer, your vendor, or another third party for information about you, when you can reasonably provide that information yourself, you should be told what they're looking for and given a fair chance to respond. Right now, taxpayers can receive a general third-party contact notice, but too often those notices aren't specific enough to let a person meaningfully respond. And when the IRS reaches out to third parties, it can create real-world consequences: reputational harm, confusion, or stress for families and small businesses, especially when the taxpayer could have simply produced the records directly. So here's what this bill does. First, it tightens and modernizes the notice requirement in current law by adding a common sense specificity standard. When the information sought has not previously been requested from the taxpayer and could reasonably be provided by the taxpayer, the IRS must identify each specific item of information it intends to seek from third parties. Second, it makes the notice meaningful by giving the taxpayer a real window to respond. The bill requires the IRS to provide a reasonable opportunity in a period of not less than 45 days and allows additional time if the taxpayer requests it and shows reasonable cause so the taxpayer can respond, including by providing the requested information before the IRS contacts third parties. Third, and this is most important, the bill is not designed to let bad actors hide the ball. It includes clear exemptions so that this requirement does not tie the IRS's hands in the situation where speed and necessity matter. Specifically, the bill provides that this new requirement does not apply if the information is sought with respect to the collection of a tax liability, or if the Secretary determines the information is necessary, notwithstanding whether the taxpayer could provide it or whether it was previously requested. Mr. Chairman, this legislation is about building a healthier relationship between taxpayers and their government, one that respects privacy and due process while still ensuring the IRS can do its job. For law-abiding Americans, compliance is already complicated enough. The least we can do is ensure that when the IRS intends to go outside the taxpayer to gather information the taxpayer can provide, the taxpayer gets clarity, what exactly is being sought, and a fair chance to respond. This is a bipartisan effort, and I'm honored to work with Congressman Panetta, because protecting taxpayers and improving procedural fairness should not be partisan. This committee has a long history of advancing reforms that makes tax administration work better for the people that we serve. This bill fits squarely in that tradition: practical, targeted, and rooted in basic fairness. I urge my colleagues to support the Taxpayer Notification and Privacy Act, and I yield back.